Hey traders from around the world, this is Jerremy Alexander Newsome with, of course, Real Life Trading back in Nashville, Tennessee today, and the weather right now is beautiful. So is the market, actually. SPY, really decent gap today. There's a lot of news out there about Greece over the weekend not being able to reach a deal about paying off their debt, which may or may not become an issue. We'll find out, but here's really my thoughts overall. I'm going to hop over to the DIA and just kind of let you guys know where I stand, and I was very poignant about this. As of the 15th of June, I mentioned if this candle pivot is not taken out by July 1st, and I talked about July 1st because of the Greek deal and a few other things coming to fruition regarding debt payoffs and things of that nature, and I knew that this would be a big event. So if the DIA does close below this particular price today, I will be just slightly a little bit more bearish than bullish. Like on a 1 to 10 scale, if 1 was I'm going to wear a grizzly suit, run around downtown Nashville and tell everyone that the sky is falling, I'm probably about a 4.3 of bearishness. I'm really not massively bearish at all. I'm expecting the DIA to retrace a little bit, pull up, and then maybe roll over all the way to 173. And if it comes down to 173, guess what I'll do? Buy the bounce. I'll be looking to buy. We'll see what happens, and then maybe could we form a giant head and shoulders? Possibly, but if we do get a little sell-off, stock comes down into here. Maybe it happens in August, September, and then we'll see if it bounces or it goes lower. We'll find out. But 173, 171, which equates to about 17,300 on the Dow Jones, is really going to be an interesting level to watch. But again, I'm just slightly more bearish than bullish. Now it makes sense because yesterday being Friday, and recently, actually Wednesday specifically, on June 24th, we got into a 214, 215 bear call spread in addition to the 202, 201 bull put spread on the SPY. So again, 202 is way down here. So if the SPY closes below 206.67, again, I'll be just a tad more bearish. Likely the July week 1 bear call spread will expire worthless. We'll do something like that. And I might get into another one and then just keep a close eye on the 202, 201 bull put spread. Realistically, we're at the 200 simple moving average is down there. We've gotten down there below before, and we've bounced. So here's the 200. If we do touch the 200, we did that back in the very beginning of 2015 on February 2nd, which was a very nice day. So if we get down there again, we could bounce as 205.42. That's kind of my expectation if we close below 206.67 today on the SPY. So yeah, it's just a tad bearish out there, but nothing insanely scary, at least at the exact moment in time. Let's go ahead and just look at Apple and a few other things. Apple had a very small gap down today. We're below the 100 simple moving average. Is at 125.55. So this is a kind of a retest gap where it likely could trade up into here and move a little bit lower. Chris Tom, he did have a bull put spread that expired just fine, 125, 124. So I'm expecting Apple at some point, if it does make its way down to 120, great buying location down at that particular price. So I'm keeping an eye on it, watching it, and seeing what's about to do, what it could do, what it might do. And I have a little bit of a wager out there for Apple. We talked about a 120 put sale. If that does not expire worthless, I will eat a saltine cracker covered in mustard, which is pretty bad for me because I'm not a big saltine cracker fan. Who does like saltine crackers? I think they go well in chili, but anyway, not a huge fan of those. So I'm pretty sure that'll expire worthless. We'll see. It's about 38 cents of premium right now. And keep in mind that Friday the market is closed, right? Friday is July 3rd. Saturday is July 4th. So big July 4th weekend. Hope you guys have a lot of plans and are ready to have some fun. Let's look at a few gaps today. CRE has been gapping down nicely the last 3 days, really. And here's the gap down. Broke a really strong support of 29.79. There's the retest gap, and today was also a retest gap. Check out this retest on CRE. Dean Chance was looking at this one earlier this morning, man. Great opportunity recognition. So it gapped down. It was a nice little retest gap. Broke the short-term support around 26.44, and pew, just kept on going lower. So good little gap on CRE for sure. LinkedIn is also moving down. Now LinkedIn did trigger my more bearish than bullish trigger with a gap down. Now this little cute little pattern it had. So here's the moving averages on LinkedIn. Exponential moving averages. We're below the 100. We're below the 200. We came into the moving averages, something like this. Boom, boom. We gapped down below them, triggering my intraday bearish trigger. So if you are bearish on LinkedIn, I could agree that the sentiment, in my opinion, is a little bit more bearish than bullish. Possibility of a little bit of a retest next day or two, and then likely continuing lower. Maybe it's about 188.23. The 225, 230 July bear call spread Does have some premium in that, so just kind of keep that in mind. ESPR, I am still in the bear call spread on ESPR. 95-100 July bear call spread, so just kind of keeping a little close eye on that one and seeing what that does. American Airlines, kind of a little bit of a pattern like this, which I'm watching kind of closely. This is a little bit of a bearish move. We got a little bit of a high wave candle. We're making some higher lows and some lower highs. So I'm going to wait until earnings on American Airlines before I play a little bit more bearish and bullish. But just, again, keeping an eye on it as of right now just to see what it does. But I would love it if it can trade sideways in here and then roll over just a little bit farther. I think that would be really, really interesting. And last but not least, let's look at silver. Silver is still doing what silver has been doing for a very long time, which is a whole lot of nothing. It's at 1503 right now, the ticker symbol SLV, and you can see a very, very strong support right around 1450, 1460 and some change. So if that support holds out, I do anticipate at some point in the future silver, let's hop over to a weekly chart, silver could possibly make its way down to $10 or $12, and it might stay down there for a while. But again, I think that'd be a great buying opportunity. Right, if it breaks this 1450 level of support, you can see long term on a weekly chart that really this $10 level down here is a great support area. And if it does make it down to there, I think I'd be a buyer long term because, again, silver is silver. It's not like it's going to disappear or anything. So that'll be interesting to keep an eye on. Students from around the world, again, as always, if you ever have a stock you want me to look at for you specifically, feel free to let me know. You can email me, message me on Twitter, go to our Facebook page, and post a stock that you want me to check out Monday, Wednesday, or Friday in our free real-life stock reviews. Until Wednesday, my friends, remember, love life, live life, and trade it. See you then.